We just helped a tuition center get their cost per lead down to less than $1 with just one tweak to their marketing strategy. And honestly, I'm surprised we didn't think of it earlier. Hey everyone, Terrence here. Welcome back to my podcast. Today, I'm keeping it super short and sweet. Just one simple win I want to share with you that might completely change how you think about writing or creating the creatives for your ads. So we're working with this client, which is a tuition center, right? And we just pulled off something pretty wild. We got the cost per lead for one of their ad campaigns down to 97 cents. 97 cents. That's less than $1 per lead, which is crazy. So what was the secret sauce? Well, turns out it was so simple that we started kicking ourselves for not trying it out sooner, right? Anyway. See, we had a discussion with the client and we basically realized that the ads weren't really performing all that great. And during the discussion, they brought up a really good point, which was all this while we've been targeting the parents, right? Because they're the decision makers. And so we've been trying to promote the tuition classes to them. So why not? This time around, we try to appeal to the actual customers of the product, which is the students, right? Now, of course, you can't specifically target the younger demographics with ads, but you can target the parents and produce content that appeals to their kids, aka the students, at the same time. Because when you think about it, when kids get excited about going to a particular tuition center, maybe it has a fun environment or it has some cool features that other places don't, then, well, they might speak to their parents and can influence their parents' decision as well. So that's exactly what we did. That's the first change. And the second change is, well, now, as you know, video ads are very effective. And credit to the client, they actually went and produced a really good reel or TikTok style video that was really on point. They got one of the tutors to be on camera and they were basically just pointing out some of the pains that students have and then listing down how these could be solved just by downloading a free ebook, which in this case was a free lead magnet for the ad, right? By the way, I'll talk more about that lead magnet later. But first, yeah, it was a very short and direct video, but it was also a little bit funny with a few quirky actions and transitions, and it actually showed some personality as well. From our experiences, I can tell you that it's usually a pretty good idea to show yourself on camera because that builds trust with the audience. And when you think about it, when parents see this video, they're not just evaluating the tuition center, right? They're also evaluating the tutor. They're thinking, will my kid actually like this person? Maybe their kid is right there watching the video with them as well. And when they see someone who's engaging and fun and knows what they're talking about instead of another boring teacher, that's when parents start thinking, maybe my kid would actually want to go to this tuition instead of dragging their feet around, which is perfect because when they click on that lead magnet, they automatically get the offer to sign up for the tuition center, right? And it's 100% online classes, which is something parents love these days because they don't need to drive them around 4 to 5 different tuition centers. So in a way, we were speaking to both the parent and the student. So the third thing I want to mention here is the lead magnet or the free ebook, which was being offered in the ad. So having that lead magnet as the call to action was actually a brilliant idea. Why? Because we're offering value up front. Instead of just saying, hey, we're the best, so you should sign up for one of our classes. You go, hey, here, take this free ebook because we know it's going to help your kid ace their exams, which builds a lot more trust in the beginning because you're giving up value rather than asking someone to straight away buy your product. Once you've given them that value, it then becomes much easier to then transition to upselling the product, right? And finally, one thing we did as well was we wrote the copy in a more compelling way. We mentioned very briefly the actual pains that students suffer from, and then we talked about how our solution could help with those pains. We didn't make any crazy claims like, oh, if you download this, you're going to score 100 on your next paper, right? We just gave specific benefits like if you download this, you'll learn the exact keywords that teachers want you to use during exams and avoid losing marks because you didn't use them properly. These are just really honest explanations about how we can help students. And of course, we try to appeal to the parents as well by mentioning stuff like the actual tuition classes are fully online and they don't need to spend their evenings being stuck in traffic just to send their kids to tuition. So yeah, that's it. Just a really quick one today, but I think it's worth telling you guys because I think these could help you with your ads too. Sometimes all it takes is to just go one step further and really think about your target audience and how you think they'll respond to your messaging. And if you're really struggling in that area, my suggestion is to keep it simple and just think, how can I actually help people? Because sometimes the simplest approach wins. All right, that's all from me today. Quick and dirty, just like I promised. See you in the next one.